Hello everyone, welcome back to GTC classes. So dear students, once again here we are with the Maha Marathon series, and in this today's session we are going to have the questions from the organic chemistry, and the topics we are going to have are the name reactions, the pericyclic reactions, and the protected and production and the deproduction groups. So this is the topic from where we are going to see the 50 questions, and so this is going to be the class number 40 of the you can say Maha Marathon, and after this we are going to have what more than I guess 2000 questions now from after ending of this session we are going to have, since in each class we have seen the 50 MCQs. So let's get started. The first question is, aryl fluorides can be obtained from the controlled thermal decomposition of dry aryl diazonium fluoroborates in the following reaction. So here we are having, you are going to have the product that is the aryl fluoride. So this is the product that you are going to have. This aryl fluoride is formed when you are reacting with the HBF4 minus with the aryl diazonium chloride. So you are having the aryl diazonium salt. So you are reacting this with something like this HBF4 minus. Then you are going to have the fluorobenzene, that is aryl fluoride. So this reaction is known as its Balsiman reaction, Gaterman reaction, Gomberg reaction, or the Sandmeyer's reaction. So yes, the Gaterman reaction as well as the Sandmeyer reaction also have the benzene diazonium salt. You can say benzene diazonium salt that reacts with the suitable reagent. Like in the Gaterman, you use copper powder with HCl or HBr to get what? This gets you chlorobenzene, and copper powder with HBr gets you the bromobenzene. While in the Sandmeyer reaction, you are going to have what? Copper halide. Like you can have copper CuCl or CuBr or CuCN. So you get what? Benzene nitrile, like bromobenzene and the chlorobenzene. It's the Balsiman reaction that is used for the preparation of the fluorobenzene. So yes, that will be A option is correct. When benzene diazonium salts reacts with HBF4, you are going to have what? You get the product that is the fluorobenzene. So this is going to be the Balsiman reaction. Replacement of the diazonium group by halogen in the presence of copper powder. So if you are using copper powder, and you are replacing what? You are replacing this N2Cl, that is the benzene diazonium salt, with any halogen. So this reaction is known as, so in the presence of copper powder you must be using HCl or HBr, and this reaction is known as what? Gaterman. This will be known as Gaterman. If the Sandmeyer was here, then the Sandmeyer uses what? Copper halide. So yes, the right answer is going to be the Gaterman reaction, where you use copper in the powdered form, so Cu with the HCl or HBr. So next question is, we are having insertion of an oxygen in a carbonyl compound to form an ester is known as. So you are having a carbonyl compound. So this carbonyl compound is oxidized by using what? Peroxy acid, Carros acid, and you get what? You are going to have a ester. You get a ester. Now this reaction is known as what? It's a Baeyer-Villiger oxidation. Yes, that is correct. A option is the right answer, that is Baeyer-Villiger oxidation, in which the aldehyde or ketones, the carbonyl compounds get oxidized, and you are, if it is carbonyl compound, it is ketone, then you are going to have what? An ester as the major product by using what? Peroxy acids, in general Carros acid, or something you can say metachloroperbenzoic acid. These all can be used for this kind of reactions. Alkyl halide are converted into alkanes. You are having alkyl halide and you are getting what? Alkane. So this can be done by what? Birch reduction. So if you are using 2 moles of alkyl halide and you have this sodium metal, then this is going to be have the alkane formation. If you are using zinc metal, then also you can get alkane. If you are using copper, then also it can be have alkane formation. So Wood's reaction, Birch reduction is used for what? It is used for the preparation of the transalkene in when we are using what? Alkyne as the substrate and reacting this with the hydrogen in presence of the Lindlar catalyst. Wurtz reaction, yes, Wurtz reaction is the right answer. Why? Wurtz reaction uses alkyl halide reacts with sodium metal, reacting with the sodium metal, and then you are going to have the coupling kind of process and you get what? Alkanes. So yes, that is the right answer. Sabatier-Sennen's reaction, that is for the hydrogenation. So no, this is not correct. In this you are going to have alkane formation, but the substrate must be either alkene or alkynes. Grignard reagent, no, that is also not used in this case. The Grignard reagent gets you what? The Grignard reagent is having a carbonyl compound reacting with the Grignard reagent to get you what? Alcohol's derivative. So this is also not right answer. The best right answer is going to be the B, that is Wood's reaction. If you are using zinc in place of sodium, that reaction is known as Frank-Land reaction. Now this becomes Frank-Land reaction, and when you are using copper, this becomes Ullmann's reaction. So Ullmann reaction. Now this is known as Ullmann reaction. So the right answer is the B, that is Wood's reaction will be the right answer. So yes, B is going to be the correct answer for this question. Alkyl halide is converted into what? Alkanes by using what? Sodium metal in dry ether. Identify the named reaction here. So here you are having a carbonyl compound reacted with NH2, that is hydrazine, and after that you are using what? Base for then in the second step, and this reaction gives you what? You are going to have C double bond O group reduced into CH2, that is active methylene group, by using what? Hydrazine in the basic media. This reaction is known as what? This reaction is known as Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. So in the Clemenson, you must be using what? Zinc amalgam HCl. The same can be done when you are using zinc amalgam ZnHg with concentrated HCl. Then also you get the same product from the same kind of substrate, but in the acidic media only. So thus Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction is only and only performed in the basic conditions, and yes, that is going to be the right answer. So C will be correct for this question. Moving ahead, next question we are having is the which of the following is a 3,3 sigma tropic reaction which converts a 1,5-diene to an isomeric 1,5-diene. So 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. Suppose we are having this is a 3,3 sigma tropic reaction, and we are having a 1,5-diene system. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at 1 and 5 we are having the double bond. So it's a 1,5-diene system. When this 1,5-diene system is reacted, in the presence of thermal or photochemical condition, we get a rearrangement product. We get the rearrangement product where the pi bond is shifted in this place, and the sigma bonds are formed between these two. So this is a alkyne, this is a allyl kind of system. So this was the first position, this was the second, this was the third, and this is also first, second and third. So you have seen the new bond, that is the newer sigma bond is formed between the third and third positions. So with respect to this is your allylic carbon. So with respect to the allylic carbon, always the allylic carbon is numbered as 1, 2, 3, and the further chain that is attached here, that is also numbered as whole, like 1, 2, 3 in this manner. So what actually happened here is this pi bond is shifted here for the formation of the newer sigma bond. This pi bond moves here for the formation of the new pi bond here, and this sigma bond, this is moved here for the formation of new pi bond. So this is what a sigma tropic rearrangement, and in which a sigma bond is transferred, a sigma bond is turned up, and this is known as what? Cope rearrangement reaction. This is known as what? Cope rearrangement reaction. So yes, A is the right answer. Claisen rearrangement is also a sigma tropic rearrangement kind of reaction, but in this you used what? Allyl phenyl ethers. In this case you use what? Allyl phenyl ethers. So that is also the right, but not in this case. In this you are going to have 1,5-diene transformation. So this is the Cope rearrangement, that is also known as 3,3 Cope sigma tropic rearrangement. That is A is the right answer for this question. A will be the right answer. What transformation occurs during the pinacol-pinacolone rearrangement? So this is your pinacol, that is CH3, that is also known as 2,3-dimethyl butane 2,3-diol. And after this you simply go for the dehydrations, and after the dehydration you get CH3, CH3, C double bond O, this one. This is what we are going to have, and this is known as what? This is a pinacol, and this was the pinacolone. So in this pinacol to pinacolone, we are going to have the dehydration, simply removal of a water molecule. So by the dehydration, the pinacol can be converted into the pinacolone. Okay, pinacol can be converted into pinacolone. The conversion of acetamide to methylamine by the reaction of Br2KOH. We are having acetamide CH3C double bond ONH2. This one is acetamide, and with reacting this with the Br2 and the KOH. So Br2KOH reacts here, and we get what? And we are getting, that is C is, and after this you are getting what? CH3, and this C will be lost, and we are going to have this one, CH3NH2, CH3NH2, and this reaction is known as what? This one is having removal of the CO, that is you are going to have degradation kind of reaction, and you are using bromine, so this is known as Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction, and in this you always get one carbon less than the amine from the amide that is where in your substrate present. So C will be the right answer for this question. C is the correct answer. Conversion of a phenyl acetate into orthohydroxyl acetophenone or para hydroxyl acetophenone, this is not ortho, para hydroxyl acetophenone in the presence of anhydrous Cl3. The reaction is known as, you are having this one, you are simply having this CH3 C double bond O CH3, and by using AlCl3, you are getting OH here and C double bond OCH3, this plus ortho and a para derivative, So this is known as what? This is a Friedel-Crafts reaction? No, it's a Fries rearrangement. Yes, that is the right answer. This reaction is a Fries rearrangement reaction, where an ester is converted into the keto and the alcohol group. So yes, that is B, the right answer. B will be the correct answer for this question. So B will be the right answer. An epoxy ring can be prepared by, so epoxy ring is prepared by the Dargen's glycidic ester synthesis reaction. DCC oxidation of alcohol, no, that is not the right answer. Prevost reaction, no. Dargen's glycidic ester synthesis reaction. So yes, C will be the right answer. In this only we are going to have a epoxy ring, that is alpha beta epoxy ester formation. Alpha beta epoxy ester formation. In this you will be using what? Alpha halo ester. When a alpha halo ester is reacted with ketone or aldehyde, you are going to have a alpha beta epoxy ester formation. So yes, that is for the Dargen's glycidic ester synthesis reaction. Next is we are having Perkin reaction. So Perkin reaction is used for the synthesis of. Perkin reaction will be used for the synthesis of. क्या दिक्कत हुई? किसकी पेन? तो ये तुम कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो अभी रिमोट?
वहाँ नीचे कैमरा सेट करने जा रहे थे।
तुमका यही भर का कहा अच्छा कैमरा का रिमोट चाहिए होता, पहले ही बताओ।
क्या होता है, ये है ही नहीं ना इवोटा।
अच्छा वहाँ नहीं है इवोटा?
हाँ नीचे यही वाला तो लगा है ना।
मेरे बाबू तुम कोई भी उठा के ले जाओगे ना,
हाँ।
कोई भी रिमोट,
अच्छा
सब काम करता है।
वो शशांक सर का उसमें नया माइक सब वाला रखा है, अभी लेने जा रहे हो।
कोई नहीं है।
पेंसिल वो चाहिए, पेंसिल पेन चाहिए थी एक।
तुम ही एडिट करोगे बेटा, अभी जाओ कट लगवा रहो, इसको तुम ही को करना है।
नहीं तो पेन कहाँ पे रखी है?
उस दिन पेन एक तो मिली थी ना, राज सर के पास कौन सी है?
राज सर के पास नहीं,
इनके पास तो थी अभी।
इनको ये आप ही वाला पिछली बार जब आए थे आपको वाला ही ले जाके दिए थे, फिर हम वापस ला के रख दिए थे आपका।
एक पेन होगी यार, कहीं उस दिन कहीं मिली थी ना एक पेन, एक पेन उस दिन मिली थी। उसमें ड्रॉर में देखो एक बार जरा, बगल वाले में, इधर इधर ऊपर वाले को देखो, उसी में, उसमें है कि इसमें है तो नहीं है। ये ले ले।
अरे ये मोटा वाला नहीं चलाते हैं, ये वाला ना वो चलाते हैं।
देखो फिर बगल में जाइए, बगल में जाइए देख लीजिए एक बार फिर आप, उसमें शायद है तुम्हें। Next question is Perkin reaction is used for the synthesis of. So Perkin reaction will be used for the synthesis of alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde, alpha beta unsaturated acid, alpha beta unsaturated ester, or the alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So the Perkin reaction is used when we are having what do you call acidic anhydride, acid anhydride reacting with a benzaldehyde. So when a acid anhydride reacts with a benzaldehyde, you get always alpha beta unsaturated acids. So alpha beta unsaturated acid will be the product when we are having the Perkin reaction. So B option is going to be the right answer. Whenever you are having any acid anhydride, you react this with the benzaldehyde or you are having any aromatic aldehyde, always you are going to have what? Alpha beta unsaturated acid. If you are if this was having like this one, so then we will be having what? In this case you will be getting, in this case you are getting the cinnamic acid. Next we are having aryl fluoride can be obtained from controlled thermal decomposition of aryl diazonium fluoroborate in which reaction? So I guess this is again one of the repeated question, that is Balk-Siemen reaction, HBF4, you are getting fluorobenzene. So okay. Next, which of the following rearrangement involves migration of a group from carbon to electron deficient nitrogen? So this is what? Migration of a group is seen from carbon to electron deficient nitrogen. This is your oxime. It's a keto-oxime formation. It's a keto-oxime in which one of the nitrogen groups, one of the alkyl group from the carbon moves to the nitrogen, and you are getting a substituted product where this oxime is converted into amide, where the oxime is getting converted into amide. So yes, that will be the correct answer. That will be the correct answer, and this reaction is known as what? This is Beckmann rearrangement reaction. It's a Beckmann rearrangement reaction where a oxime is getting converted into what? An amide. Oxime converts into amide, and substituted amide or simply amide. Determine the correctness or otherwise of the following assertion region. The question is, formaldehyde and benzaldehyde both undergoes Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction is given by all those carbonyl compounds that are not having any kind of alpha hydrogens. So yes, formaldehyde and benzaldehyde, both of them do not have any alpha hydrogens, so they can be undergoing Cannizzaro reaction. While acetaldehyde and phenylacetaldehyde, so phenylacetaldehyde is also having 3 alpha hydrogens, and the acetaldehyde is also having what? 3 alpha hydrogens, and they will be undergoing aldol condensation. So yes, aldol condensation is occurring on all those carbonyl compounds that are actually having alpha hydrogens. So yes, that is the right, like this assertion is correct. For this assertion is correct. Reason, aldehydes can undergo both Cannizzaro as well as aldol. So the aldehydes can undergo Cannizzaro as well as aldol condensation. Yes, that could be right. If it is not having any alpha hydrogen, then Cannizzaro aldehyde, and if it is having any alpha hydrogens in the aldehyde, then it will be undergoing aldol condensation. While ketones undergo only Cannizzaro, this is wrong. Ketones are having, in generally ketones are having alpha hydrogens, so they will be undergoing only aldol, and Cannizzaro is only on the aldehydes that are not having any alpha hydrogen. So this is wrong. Reason is wrong, but the assertion is true. So assertion is true, but the reason is false. A is true, but the R is false. So B will be the correct answer. B will be the correct answer for this question. Okay. Which reagent combination is typically used in Corey-House synthesis for the alkane formation? So when you are having Corey-House synthesis, in this case you are going to have any alkyl halide. Suppose this is one alkyl halide, and we react this with lithium dialkyl cuprate. This one. So dialkyl lithium cuprate will be reacted with the alkyl halide, and you will be getting what? Alkane as the product. Alkane as the product. So in this case you are using what? Lithium dialkyl cuprate. Yes, this one is the right answer. C is having lithium dialkyl cuprate, and yes, that will be the right answer for this question. So yes, C will be the correct option. C will be the correct option. Whenever you want to synthesize the odd number of carbon chain alkane, then Wood's reaction, Frankland or the Ullmann is not at all possible. Only the lithium dialkyl cuprate can synthesize a odd carbon chain ring or odd carbon chain structures for the alkane by having the coupling kind of reactions. Identify the name reaction. So here you are having a phenol reacting with the CHCl3 with the NaOH. You are getting salicylaldehyde. So this reaction is known as what? Reimer-Tiemann reaction. This reaction is known as what? Reimer-Tiemann reaction. In the Perkin reaction, you use what? Anhydrides with the benzaldehyde. And for the HVZ, that is the alpha halogenations of the carboxylic acid, HVZ. Next one is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Yes, that is the right answer. Hoffman bromide degradation, amide is getting converted into what? Primary amines. So this is also not right. C will be the right answer, Reimer-Tiemann reaction. And in the place of CaCl3, if you have used CCl4, then this will be converted into what? Salicylic acid. Then this will be converted into salicylic acid. Okay. So C was the right answer. Under the reaction with the CCl4, you are getting the salicylic acid. Next, again assertion question, reason question. Friedel-Crafts reaction does not occur in nitrobenzene. In the nitrobenzene, nitro group is a very electron, what do you call it? Electron withdrawing group. So in the case of, due to the minus R nature of the nitro group, okay, so here you are having nitro that is having strong minus R, and thus a electrophile attack on the ring will be highly reduced by the NO2 substitutions. So yes, Friedel-Crafts reaction, that is an electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction, and this process is not at all possible when we are having a nitrobenzene. So assertion is true, assertion is correct. Nitro group is a strong deactivating group. Yes, that is also right. So both A and B are right, and R is correctly explaining the A. So A will be the right answer. A option is your correct answer for this question. Which functional group are typically reduced to hydrocarbon via the Wolff-Kishner reduction? So which functional group are typically reduced to hydrocarbon via the Wolff-Kishner reduction? Wolff-Kishner reduction reduces the carbonyl compound by using what? Hydrazine, NH2 in the basic condition into what? Active methylene group, that is CH2 group. So C double bond O will be reduced into CH2. So this is what used for the carbonyl compounds, that is aldehyde and ketone. So C will be your correct answer. C will be the right answer for this question. Okay. Which of the following compounds can be used as an acylating agent in Friedel-Crafts acylation? So whenever you do Friedel-Crafts acylation, you always use what? Any of the, in general, acyl halides are used for this reaction with the AlCl3, or any, you can say what? Lewis acid catalyst. Under the presence of Lewis acid catalyst, this will be used as a catalyst, that is Lewis acid catalyst, AlCl3, FeBr3, anything it could be. And after this you will be getting a product that will be having acyl group on the ring. Now, for this, you have used ethanol. No, you have used acyl chloride. So yes, that is the right answer. So this was your acylating agent. B will be the right answer. Which type of compound is produced in the Fittig reaction? So in the case of Fittig reaction, whenever you are having any aromatic aldehyde, when reacted with the sodium metal in the presence of dry ether, under this you get coupling of both the rings and you get a biaryl, or you can say diphenyl compounds. So biaryl compound. So yes, B will be the right answer. This is known as Fittig reaction, same that was seen in the aliphatic alkyl halide with the sodium metal and dry ether, that was known as Wood's reaction. Now in the same, if you use what? Aromatic aromatic halide, then that will be the case for the Fittig reaction. And whenever you are using aromatic halide reacting with the alkyl halide under the same conditions, like it will be dry ether and the sodium metal, that will be known as the Wood's Fittig reaction, and in this case you will be getting alkyl aryl compounds. Okay, alkyl aryl coupling will be seen, that is Wood's Fittig. A class of pericyclic reaction is, pericyclic reactions are having four categories. What are these? So the four categories of the pericyclic reactions. The first one is known as what? Electrocyclic. Pericyclic. The second one is known as cycloadditions. Pericyclic reaction. The third one is what? It is sigmatropic. Pericyclic reaction. And the fourth one, that is the Ene reaction, sometimes also known as group transfer reaction. So there are total 4 categories of the pericyclic reaction. Hydroboration reaction, no, this is for the alkenes to produce a alcohol. Alkene is converted into alcohol. Reimer-Tiemann, no, that is also not. No, Diels-Alder. Okay, so this Diels-Alder reaction is a kind of reaction inside the cycloaddition reactions. So the Diels-Alder reaction will be your right answer for here. These are some 4 categories of the pericyclic reaction. Under the cycloaddition, there is a name reaction that is known as Diels-Alder reaction, where a conjugated diene reacts with a dienophile to give you what? A cyclic alkene, cycloalkene. So D will be the correct answer. That is, a Diels-Alder reaction is a pericyclic reaction. Pericyclic reactions are those reactions that happens only and only under the influence of photochemical or thermal conditions. No substrate, no intermediate formation is seen, no attacking reagent is present in these cases. Only the rearrangements are possible in a substrate, and the substrate rearrange into product under the influence of photochemical or thermal conditions, and it's a rearrangement reaction. It means it's a reversible kind of reaction. Okay, all of them will be a reversible reaction. Which reagent is used in the Clemmensen reduction reaction? Clemmensen reduction reaction, that is used for the what? Reduction of the carbonyl compounds, aldehyde or ketones, into the respective alkanes, and this reaction uses what? Zinc Hg, that is zinc amalgam with the concentrated HCl. So zinc amalgam HCl, yes, that is the correct. This is for the Clemmensen. And NH2 NH2 in the base, that is for the Wolff-Kishner reduction. Lithium aluminum hydride, no, this is not for here. Sodium borohydride, both of them, these are also you can say strong reducing agents, but they are not used for these cases. The A, that is zinc amalgam HCl, is the correct answer for the Clemmensen reduction reaction. What is the outcome of the Lederer-Manage reaction when phenol reacts with 40% formaldehyde in the presence of dilute acid or alkali? So each and everything is given here. This is your phenol. Whenever you react this phenol with HCHO, that is known as formaldehyde, you get what? Ortho and para. You get ortho and para derivatives of benzyl alcohol. Ortho and para derivatives of benzyl alcohol. So formation of ortho hydroxybenzyl alcohol, formation of para hydroxybenzyl alcohol, formation of a mixture of ortho and para hydroxyl benzyl alcohol. C will be the right answer, and this reaction is known as what? Lederer-Manage reaction. This reaction is known as Lederer-Manage reaction. So C will be your correct answer. C will be the correct answer. In which rearrangement reaction isocyanate is formed? So isocyanate intermediate, it's a intermediate that is formed. So you simply learn this by HSLC, that is high school leaving certificate. High school leaving certificate, that is Hofmann reaction, Hofmann rearrangement, Hofmann rearrangement, Hofmann rearrangement. Next S, that is the Schmid rearrangement, Schmid rearrangement. Next will be rearrangement. After L, the L will be the Lawson's rearrangement, that is Lawson rearrangement, Lawson rearrangement. And after this C, it will be the Curtius rearrangement. It is the Curtius rearrangement. So simply the HSLC, that is the high school leaving certificate. These are some important reactions that having isocyanate as the intermediate formation. So Curtius, yes, it is here in the C. So yes, this is correct. Lawson's, yes, that is also right. So both A and B, yes, this can be the right answer. That is the C will be the correct answer. In all these 3 reactions, in all these 4 reactions, that is Hofmann rearrangement. Next one is what? Schmid rearrangement, Hofmann rearrangement, Curtius rearrangement, and the Lawson's rearrangement. All will be having isocyanate intermediate. Isocyanate intermediate. Alkyl halide are converted into alkane. So you are having alkyl halide, and these alkyl halides are converted into alkane by Birch reduction reaction, Grignard reagent, Sabatier-Sanders reaction, or the Woods reaction. Birch reduction reaction, that is used for the reaction of either alkyne are converted into trans alkene by utilizing what? Sodium or lithium metal in the presence of liquid ammonia. Or you can have Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent, that is the alkyl magnesium halide, where a carbonyl compound generally converts into the alcohol. Okay, Sabatier-Sanders reaction, that is the reaction in which a alkyne or an alkene is reduced into what? Alkene or alkane. While Wood's reaction is used for the alkyl halide converting into alkanes by utilizing sodium metal in the dry ether. So here you are having alkyl halides are converting into alkanes. So it could be the D as your right answer. D will be the correct option for this question. So D is the right one. D will be the right one. What transformation does the Sandmeyer reaction involve? So Sandmeyer reaction is the conversion of a benzene diazonium salt into halobenzene like chloro, bromo, or it can be also the nitro, that benzene nitrile. And in this you use what? Copper Cl. So in the presence of CuCl, or the CuBr gets you what? Bromobenzene. CuCN gets you what? Benzene nitrile. So what do you think? What transformation does the Sandmeyer reaction involve? Conversion of alkyl halide to alkane. No, alkyl halide to alkane is not all possible. Conversion of aromatic primary amine to aryl halide. Yes, that can be the possible one. Conversion of aldehyde into alcohols. No, this is not the right answer. Conversion of alkyl halide into alkyl cyanide. No, that is also incorrect. So, this benzene diazonium salt was produced when we were having the NH2, that is the primary aromatic amine, and this primary aromatic amine when was reacted with the HNO2 plus HCl, HNO2 plus HCl, or the NaNO2 plus HCl at 0 to 5 degree centigrade. 0 to 5 degree centigrade temperature. So first of all, the primary aromatic amine was converted into benzene diazonium salt, that is the benzene diazonium chloride, and after this benzene diazonium chloride was reacted with the CuCl, you are getting what? Chlorobenzene, that is the aryl halide. So yes, B will be the right answer for this question. B will be the correct one. B will be the correct one. So B is your right answer. Perkin reaction involves condensation between. So the Perkin reaction is having what? Whenever we are having a aromatic aldehyde reacting with a RC double bond OO, C double bond OR, you are getting this under the presence of a base, a strong base, you gets alpha beta unsaturated acid. Alpha beta unsaturated acid. Okay, alpha beta unsaturated acid. In general, this was going to have CH3. So this is your product, that is also known as cinnamic acid. So this will be the correct answer. This will be the correct answer here. This will be the correct answer here. So aromatic aldehyde with acid anhydride. Yes, A will be your right option. A will be your right option for this question. Which of the following reagent is typically used in a Meerwein-Pondorf-Verley reduction reaction? So MPV. So the MPV reaction is utilizing what? You are having a ketone. Suppose you are having CH3, C double bond O CH3, and you utilizing aluminum isoalkoxide. So this is your catalyst. So under the influence of aluminum isoalkoxide, this ketone will be reduced into CH3H. This is secondary alcohol. So the ketone was reduced into what? Secondary alcohol. This reaction is known as Meerwein-Pondorf-Verley reduction reaction, and the reversible process. And the reverse of this is known as what? Open OR. When a 2 degree alcohol is oxidized into ketone by utilizing aluminum alkoxide, this is known as what? Open OR oxidation. Open OR oxidation reaction. Okay, so this is utilizing what? Aluminum isoalkoxide. It could be aluminum isopropoxide. Yes, that can be the right answer. So C will be the correct option for this question. C is the correct one. C is the correct one. What is the primary product obtained from the Stephens reaction? So the Stephens reaction is having Stephen aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, or the ester. So whenever you are having RCN, you have SnHCl. This will be converting into what? Aldehyde. So Stephens reaction will be having what? Aldehyde formation. So Stephen will be having aldehyde formation. Aldehyde formation is seen. So whenever you are having what? any alkyl nitrile reacting with SnCl HCl or SnCl to HCl, then you are going to have aldehyde as the product. Which reaction use H2 nickel? H2 nickel. So it's a reducing, it's a catalytic reduction reagent. Sabatier-Sanders reaction, yes, that is correct one. If alkyne is reduced to alkene by using this H2 in nickel, or you are using then will be alkene will be reduced into alkane. So yes, that is correct. Rosenmund reduction, now this will be utilizing what? Rosenmund reduction, that is for the any RCOCl, that is acid chloride. Acid chloride, whenever this acid chloride was hydrogenated by using PDBaSO4 or the PDCaCO3 or the PDCaCO3, this is known as Lindelar catalyst. So this will be going to have reduction and acid chloride will be reduced into aldehydes again. Clemenson reduction, that is this will be having zinc amalgam HCl, and the Wolff-Kishner reduction, that is utilizing hydrazine into base, hydrazine with base. So this is no, it will be used for the Sabatier-Sanders reactions for the reduction of unsaturated hydrocarbons into a saturated or lesser unsaturated hydrocarbons. Which reaction converts a carboxylic acid into alkyl halide? So here you are having any carboxylic acid. So which reaction converts carboxylic acid into alkyl halide? Hunts-Dicker reaction, Sandmeyer's reaction, Gattermann's reaction, or the Schwartz reaction. Schwartz reaction is used for the formation of alkyl fluorides. Alkyl fluoride by having a halogen exchange reaction by AgF. Gattermann reaction is used for the Gattermann as well as for the Sandmeyer. Both of them utilizes what? Aryl diazonium salt, and you are getting what? Aryl halides. Okay. Now here you are having carboxylic acid. So silver salt of carboxylic acid. Let's suppose this one is like this. Silver salt of carboxylic acid, whenever it is reacted with what? Whenever this will be reacting with the Br2 in CCl4, it will be going to have RBr formation. This, that is known as, so one CO2 means one carbon will be lost here, one carbon less chain will be having in the product side, and this is known as what? Hunts-Dicker reaction. Silver salt of carboxylic acid is having reacting with the Br2 and CCl4, then we will be going to have what? A bromoalkane product, bromination product. Gattermann-Koch reaction is used to introduce which group? So Gattermann-Koch reaction, that is whenever we are having a benzene, we react this with carbon monoxide and the HCl, we are going to have a aldehydic product, that is the benzaldehyde. So which group is introduced? So you have introduced CHO group. This is used for the Gattermann-Koch reaction. This will be used for the Gattermann-Koch reaction. Okay. Next we are having is open OR oxidation is used for the oxidation of secondary alcohols to ketones. Open OR oxidation is used for the oxidation of secondary alcohols to ketone. We are having a secondary alcohol, and this secondary alcohol is oxidized into ketone by using open OR oxidation. Yes, that is the correct one. We have just seen for the open OR and the MPV. MPV reduces a ketone into 2-degree alcohol by using aluminum isoalkoxide catalyst, and the 2-degree alcohol will be oxidized into ketone by utilizing aluminum isoalkoxide catalyst. So that is the right one. This reaction utilizes aluminum alkoxide as the catalyst. Yes, that is also correct. So both of them are correct, and reason correctly explains the assertion. So A will be the right answer. A will be the correct answer for this question. What is the primary purpose of the Wittig reaction? So the Wittig reaction, that is used for the, so the Wittig reaction is used for carbonyl compounds. Whenever this carbonyl compound is reacted with triphenyl phosphine, PH, that is the phenyl group, PH is a phenyl group. So triphenyl phosphine, whenever we are reacting any carbonyl compound with the triphenyl phosphine, you get you get what? A alkene as the product. So CH3, C, CH3. Now this carbon will be having bonded with the CH2, that is the alkyl chain of the phosphorus, and this double bond O goes to the phosphorus, making this into this one. So this is known as what? Wittig reaction, and the end product will always be a alkene. Alkene. So conversion of alcohols, no, it's the conversion of ketone into the alkene. It's the conversion of aldehyde or ketones into the alkenes. Okay, conversion of aldehyde and ketones to alkenes, yes, that is the correct. Conversion of alkene, no. Conversion of alkene, no. Conversion of carbonyl compounds into the alkene. So B will be the correct answer for this question. B option is the right answer. Rosenmund reduction converts an acid chloride to an aldehyde. We are having a acid chloride. Okay, we are having a acid chloride, and in the Rosenmund reduction it is converted into what? It is converted into aldehyde. Yes, that is the right answer. That is the correct one. And you will be utilizing what? That is Lindlar catalyst. If you are using Lindlar catalyst in this hydrogenation of the acid chloride, yes, it will be converting into aldehyde, and this is known as what? Rosenmund reduction reaction. This reaction uses hydrogen gas. Yes, that is correct. In the presence of palladium catalyst. Yes, you can use it as a palladium catalyst. Okay, so here you are using palladium catalyst. This will be the PDBaSO4 or the PDCaCO3, and this is also called as what? This is also known as the Lindlar catalyst. Yes, that is also the right answer. So both are correct, and both are correctly explaining, means reason explaining the assertion. So yes, that is the A is the right option for this question. A will be the right answer for this question. What is the reagent commonly used in the Williamson's synthesis? We are having Williamson's synthesis reaction. Yes, Williamson synthesis is used for the formation of ethers. So whenever you are having a sodium alkoxide and you react this sodium alkoxide with the alkyl halide. So this will be reacting agent. This will be the reacting agent, reactive agent here. And this reagent will be attacking on the substrate, that is the alkyl halide, and the removal of the leaving group, that is the Cl, will be seen. So here you will be getting RO, that is bonded with the R. So this is the ether. This is the ether that you are getting, and this reaction is known as what? This is a Williamson ether synthesis reaction. This reaction follows the SN2 mechanism, nucleophilic substitution by molecular mechanism. So this will be used for the formation. So what is the commonly reagent? Sodium chloride? No. Sodium alkoxide? Yes, that is the correct one. Sodium bicarbonate? No. Sodium hydroxide? No. It will be utilizing sodium alkoxide as your reagent, and this is the reacting agent, and it's a nucleophilic in nature, and this reaction will be having SN2 kind of mechanism, means bimolecular reaction and one step reaction in which alkyl halide and the sodium alkoxide will be having the ether formations. What is the primary transformation in the Woods reaction? So in the Woods reaction, what do you convert? Conversion of alkyl halide to alkanes. Yes, that is the correct answer. Formation of alkyl halide? No, formation of alkyl halide is not at all possible. A formation of alkyl halide from alkane. So alkane's photohalogenation produces alkyl halide. This is also important reaction, that is this process is a free radical substitution reaction. Free radical substitution reaction. Okay. Conversion of aldehydes to alcohols. Aldehyde will be converting into alcohols by reacting them with the Grignard reagent. Okay. Formation of an alkene from an alkyl halide. Formation of an alkene from alkyl halide. So alkyl halide form alkenes. This is a dehydrohalogenation reaction. So this is also not correct. It's only A that will be the right answer regarding the Woods reaction. So A will be the correct option. What is the outcome of the coupling reaction between the benzene diazonium chloride? So between the benzene diazonium chloride and the phenol in the alkaline medium. So what will be the coupling product after this? So you are having the benzene. You are having what? The benzene diazonium salt, and you react this with the phenol. Okay, phenol, yes, that is the right answer, means yes. So H from here will be removed and N2 will be joined. N2 will be joined up. like this. So this is the diazobenzene formation with the para hydroxy. So the formation of para hydroxy azobenzene, yes, that is the right answer in the first only. Okay, in the first only it is written para hydroxy azobenzene. So these are the azobenzene. Okay, azobenzene, and it's in, having the para hydroxy group. So yes, A will be the correct option. A is the correct option for this question. In the hydroboration oxidation reaction, which regiochemistry does it follow? So for the case of hydroboration oxidation, whenever you do hydroboration oxidation, so you will be using the reagents like BH3 with the, in the presence of tetrahydrofuran THF, or you will be using B2H6, that is the diborane, either diborane or the BH3 borane with the tetrahydrofuran. So this is the hydroboration portion. So the first portion, in the first portion, each of the hydrogen from the boron will be substituted with the carbons. So this is what you are going to have. Let's suppose I am writing down here, that is the boron, this one is the boron, and the boron will be having 3 bonds. So boron will be bonded with the CH2, CH3. So this will be 3 times. Boron will be bonded to the 3 times of the CH2, CH3. And after this oxidation, after this we are going to have oxidation, and after the oxidation you will be getting CHOH, CH2OH, CH2, and the CH3. So this is the anti-Markovnikov addition. It's an anti-Markovnikov addition kind of reaction where the addition of H and OH was seen. It is obvious that this will be in the OH minus and this will be in the H plus. So H plus is bonding to this carbon and OH minus is bonding to this carbon. Okay, OH minus is bonding to this carbon. So this is an anti-Marconi kind of addition. So someone must be confused, why sir you have added OH here? No dear, it is like, okay, so let me correct this also. So if you got some of them is having any problem, let me correct this as well. If you haven't understood, it is like this only, CH3, CH2 and CH2OH. Since we are having boron and you have to write down 3 carbon chain like this, that is why I have written like one of the pi bond must be broken down and the boron must be bonded with the 3 carbon chain system, and the OH is bonding to the lesser hydrogens, you can say what, lesser substituted carbon, double bonded carbon, and the H was having attached on the lesser hydrogen containing carbon. So that is means it is having anti-Markovnikov kind of addition reaction. So it is anti-Markovnikov. It is also known as like it is having syn additions. Why? The OH and the H will be added on the double bonded carbon from the same direction. So that is also like anti-Markovnikov, as well as it will be having the syn addition reactions. Okay, so A will be the correct answer. A will be the correct option for this question. Alright, A. What is the product of the Sabatier-Srenderens reaction? So Sabatier-Srenderens reaction, that will be using what? Hydrogenation in the presence of nickel, platinum, palladium, rhodium. So these are some catalyst and alkene or the alkynes. So alkene and the alkynes will be converting into alkanes, and this is the Sabatier-Srenderens reaction. So the product will be the alkane. So B will be your correct option. B will be the right answer. If carbon tetrachloride CCl4 is used instead of chloroform in the Reimer-Tiemann reaction, what product is formed? So this is your Reimer-Tiemann reaction where the OH was reacted with CHCl3 in the presence of NaOH, and you were getting salicylaldehyde, and you were getting what? Salicylaldehyde. Okay, salicylaldehyde. Suppose you have taken CCl4 in the presence of CHCl3, carbon tetrachloride, okay, in NaOH here. So you will be getting what? You will be getting salicylic acid. So in the presence of CCl4, you are going to have salicylic acid as the product, and normal condition in the presence of chloroform, you are getting what? Salicylaldehyde. So salicylic acid in the presence of CCl4 you are going to have. Okay, B is going to be the correct option for this question. Okay, all right, moving ahead. Which reaction involves the conversion of an alkyl halide? You are already having an alkyl halide. A conversion of alkyl halide to different alkyl halide. Again, you are getting a different alkyl halide. It means like this, and with a higher molecular weight. Okay, so the highest molecular weight is of among the halides. Among the halides, the highest molecular weight must be of the molecular weight. Molecular weight is only and only differing because of the halides, and halides are having molecular weight in this order: iodine, then the bromine, then the chlorine, and then the fluorines. So if you are getting a conversion of alkyl halide into a different alkyl halide with a higher molecular weight, it is very obvious, like the highest molecular weight must be of the iodine. It means it could be any alkyl halide. The highest can be only and only for the when it is alkyl iodide. Okay, so this reaction, for this reaction you must be utilizing what? NaI. And this reaction is known as what? Finkelstein. This reaction is known as what? Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction, and it will be only and only possible in the presence of acetone. Acetone. Suppose the least molecular weight of the halide is of the least atomic weight must be of the fluorine. So there is also a specific reaction where alkyl halide using AgF can have a alkyl fluoride formation. Now this reaction is known as what? Schwarz reaction. So Schwarz is for the new alkyl halide that is having what? Lower molecular mass, less molecular weight, and Finkelstein will be for the higher molecular weight. So no Schwarz, not yes, that will be the Finkelstein will be the right answer. Finkelstein will be the right answer. And Gaterman is also having halide formations. Sundsdicker is also having the bromohalide formations. But this utilizing what? Silver salt of carboxylic acid. This will be having what? The starting material must be having the what? Diazonium salt. Okay. So no. Only A will be the correct answer. Only A will be the right answer. Now let's move ahead for the next question. Which of the following reaction is a variant of the Schwarz reaction? Okay, so Schwarz reaction. Alkyl halide when reacted with the AgF will be getting you what? Alkyl fluoride. Alkyl fluoride. So conversion of alkyl halide to alkyl cyanide. No, that is incorrect. Conversion of alkyl halide into alkyl fluoride. Yes, the only method for the formation of alkyl fluorides. Yes, that is the right answer. Conversion of alkyl halide to alkyl chloride. No, this is incorrect. Conversion of alkyl halide into alkyl bromide. That is also incorrect. B will be the correct option, correct answer for this question. And this is known as what? Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. Okay, so B is the right answer. Benzene undergoes a Friedel-Crafts reaction with isopropyl bromide. So this is the benzene. Benzene is undergoing Friedel-Crafts reaction in the presence of AlCl3. AlCl3 by using what? Isopropyl bromide. CH3 Br. Isopropyl bromide. CH3 CHBr CH3. Okay, CH3 CHBr CH3. The removal of the bromine will be seen, and the carbon must be generated here. That looks like CH3 C plus and the CH3, and this must be attacking on the benzene ring. And the product you will be going to have will look like something this. Okay, this one. So this is the isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene, commonly known as what? So the common name of this structure is cumene. Okay, isopropyl benzene. So yes, B will be the right answer. B will be the right answer. B is the correct answer. What is the product of the Finkelstein reaction when sodium iodide reacts with chloroethane? So you are having CH3 CH2 Cl reacting this chloroethane with the NaI, sodium iodide. The product will be CH3 CH2 iodine. This is known as what? Finkelstein reaction. And what is the product you have got? That is known as ethyl iodide. ethyl iodide, no butane, no chloroethane, no ethanol, that is ethyl iodide, or you can also have this as the iodoethane, okay. So D will be the right answer. D will be the correct answer for this question. D is the correct one. Which of the following is a suitable starting material for Sandmeyer reaction? Aniline, benzoic acid, toluene, chlorobenzene. So the starting material must be the aniline for the Sandmeyer. Okay. So for the Sandmeyer, it can be like aniline will be converting into HNO2, HCl, NaNO2HCl into what? First it will be converting into N2 plus Cl minus, that is the BDC, benzene diazonium salt, and this process is known as what? This process will be known as diazotization. This will be known as diazotization process. Diazotization reaction, and after this you will be using any copper halide, let's suppose CuCl, then this will be converting into chlorobenzene. Okay, so this is the Sandmeyer reaction. Okay, Sandmeyer reaction. Suppose you are having the nitro NO2 group, then you will be using what? SnHCl. Okay, SnHCl, and first of all you will be converting this NO2 into NH2, and then the NH2, that is the primary aromatic amine, will be converting into benzene diazonium salt, and this process is known as diazotization reaction. And after the benzene diazonium salt is formed, you will be reacting this with the CuCl or the CuBr or the CuCN, you will be getting what? You will be getting the chlorobromo or the cyanobenzene. So yes, that is the starting material must be the aniline, you can say here in among all the given options. So A is going to be the right answer. A will be the right option for this. Best reagent for the following conversion. Here you are having what? CH3, C triple bond C, CH3, and you are going to have the alkene. So here it was alkyne, this was the alkyne, and here in this case you are getting the alkene. So alkyne is getting converted into alkene, and the alkyne to alkene conversion will be seen under the presence of hydrogens, and the hydrogens are adding in the trans fashion. The alkene you are got is the trans alkene. So the alkene must be having the hydrogenations in the trans fashion, and this can be done under the presence of nickel or the sodium metal under the presence of liquid ammonia. So the liquid ammonia, either lithium or sodium metals, will be converting this in structure into trans alkenes, and this reaction is known as what? Birch reduction reaction. This reaction is known as what? Birch reduction reaction. This is known as the Birch reduction reaction. Birch reduction reaction. Now, there is another one like this Lindlar catalyst. This is the PDBSO4 or the PDCO3. So whenever we are having any alkyne, if we are having a alkyne, this alkyne can also be converted into alkene again, but this conversion will be let me draw this like this. Okay. This conversion will be in the cis manner. Okay, this will be seen in the cis manner. So let me have this one. We are having here it is CH3, C, CH3, and if we are using PDBASO4, then we will be having cis addition of hydrogens, and this is done under the presence of the Lindlar catalyst, but under the presence of lithium in liquid ammonia, it will be done in the trans fashion, and this reaction is known as the Birch reduction reaction. So A will be for the trans additions of the hydrogens. Okay, and as well as for the aromatic compounds, like for the benzene as well. So if you are doing the benzene reduction with the sodium or lithium metal in liquid ammonia, then it will be done at the 1,4 positions, and for the naphthalene as well, it will be happening on the 1,4 positions. Kolbage electrolysis is used for the, so Kolbage electrolysis, so salt of carboxylic acid, sodium potassium salts of carboxylic acid. Whenever it is done doing under, whenever they are having under the electrolysis, it will be going to have the alkanes as the final product. So you always use what? The salts of the carboxylic acid, and after the decarboxylation you get alkanes. So B will be the correct answer among this. B will be the correct option for this question. Which functional group is reduced to a methylene group in a Clemmensen reaction? So you are getting the methylene group. Methylene group. So which functional group is reduced? This was the CO, and you will be using zinc amalgam ZnHg HCl. Zinc amalgam HCl will be converting into CH2, and this is known as what? This will be known as the Clemmensen reaction. So any ketone or the aldehyde. So no aldehyde, okay, so go for the ketone. Any carbonyl group must be reducing into active methylene group. So A is the right answer for this. In open or oxidation, what type of functional group is converted into a ketone? What type of functional group? So under the open or oxidation, any alcohol will be oxidizing into the ketone. Alcohol under the presence of aluminium isoalkoxides oxidizes into ketones. So in general it's 2 degree alcohol converting into the ketone. So that is the right answer for the open or oxidation, and the reversible is same. Ketone will be reducing into 2 degree alcohol by the same aluminum isoalkoxide. This will be the this is MPV reduction. This will be the MPV reduction, and this is the open or oxidation. So the A option, that is the alcohol, is the right answer for this question. Okay, alcohol is the right one. Okay, so this is all about today's Maha Marathon, where we have seen the questions from the name reactions, from the pericyclic reactions, and I hope you all have got the right answers in this we have seen in this class. So thank you so much everyone for watching this, for joining with us, for connecting with us. See you soon with some next newer topics, new questions with some new marathons. Thank you so much. Thank you all.